Hey, and welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you my journey on my 30-day run streak that I did so that I can get back in the routine of running after I had an injury for a few months and just kind of got out of my normal routine and my normal pace for running. So I'm going to tell you about the benefits and what I learned during that time. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. Hey, and welcome to Temple Running with MJ Smith. I am MJ Smith, and if this is your first time with us, welcome. If you are returning, hey, welcome back. And if you have not already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this one. But as I said in the intro, I am going to tell you about my 30-day streak that I did this past November in order to get back into the routine of running after my injury. So in the months of July, August, and part of September, I was facing a run injury with my knee. So I took some time off to give that to heal because I've been here before and I wanted to make sure that I did not permanently mess something up and not be able to get back to running. And that is just very important. And if you want to get more tips on how to prevent injuries, you can check out my video on that subject. But what I was trying to do was just give myself time to heal. But in the process of doing that, I actually got myself out of the routine of running on a regular basis. And once you get out of a routine, sometimes it's hard to fit that back into your life, especially since around the time I got injured, I also changed jobs. So then I started this new job and got into this routine of living my life without having to find time to run. So I started waking up later because I didn't have to go worry about running. I started working late. Just things because I didn't have to fit running in. So then it was really hard to squeeze running into my schedule because I had learned to basically live without running. And so when I started getting better, I still noticed that my running still wasn't picking up to where I was before the injury. So in the month of December, I decided to give myself a run streak for 30 days. So on November 1st, I started the run streak. And it was actually really, really good for me. So I wanted to share that experience with you all and kind of let you know some of the things I learned in case it's something that you're thinking about. And first of all, I want to say that, I've done videos talking about how important rest and recuperation is and recovery is. You can check out that video as well. And that is important. But you can do a run streak and be smart about it. Your body is not going to deteriorate because you run every day. Your body will deteriorate if you don't do the right things to help it so that it can actually get through those things in a healthy way. And I talk about that a lot in my rest and recovery video, but I also talk about it in how to prevent injuries. There are just certain things that you need to do for your body, such as warming up, properly stretching, cool down, and not overdoing your mileage, not going and doing too much mileage too fast. Those are the things that cause injury. Those are the things that cause burnout. It's not running every day. So there are people who who are perfectly healthy and running every single day. And it's okay. They're not going to kill their bodies if they're doing it the right way. So I just wanted to say that up front because I know personally, I wasn't a big fan of run streaks because I do deeply believe that you have to give your body a chance to recover. But once your body is trained to run, and it can do it every day as long as you do it right. So I would not suggest a person who has not run before try to go out and run every day. That is not a good move for you. You need to get your body conditioned. And we talk about that and how to get started with running. Your run plan will include a lot of walk running, and it will include days off that you do strength training or other things that are going to aid you in running. But there are days you take off of running. So if you're just getting started, do not make this your thing that you start with. You do not want to start with a 30-day run streak. So Most of you, if you are following me on my social media platforms and following my running blog, then you know that I am already on day 82 or 80 or 82 of this run streak now. So I'm coming up on 3 months of this run streak at this point. And so you can tell I'm really enjoying it. And I am learning that I don't feel burned out. I don't feel tired. My body does not feel sore and hurt. It's actually encouraged me to do a lot more of the strength training and other things that I need to do in order for my body to remain healthy so that I can run every day. So this has actually been an incredible experience, which is why I really wanted to share it with you all. And if it's something that you're considering, if you're considering doing a run streak, then let me tell you how I did it and how it's working out for me. So the first thing that I wrote down here, I think that it is probably a really obvious one. And it's probably the first thing that people think about when they think about doing a run streak. And that is that it's really hard to motivate yourself to want to run every day. So if you followed my blog while I was going through this streak, there were several days that I wrote on my blog like, today was tough. I did an 8:30 run, or I ran while my family was eating dinner because I worked late and this was the only time I can get this run in. It was like, it wasn't easy every day at all, especially at the beginning, because like I told you, I was trying to fit something that takes time and takes effort into a schedule that it wasn't in for a while. So I still wanted to sleep in late. So a lot of times I was trying to fit it in during the day, and my work and my job is very demanding. So I end up working all day, and then I look up and it'd be 7:30 at night and I still got to run. And I'm not a night runner. I prefer the mornings. So yes, it was tough to motivate myself every day to get up and get out and do what I needed to do. So that is the first thing that I learned. It's very difficult to motivate yourself, but once you get started, oh my gosh. Like, okay, so I need to tell you about my rule. So probably my only rule of this whole thing was that I had to do at least 1 mile a day during the streak. And you find that even on the days when you're really tired, once you're dressed and you're down there on the treadmill or you're out there on the pavement, you're going to do probably more than 1 mile, because there were very few days that after I got started, I really wasn't motivated. I got motivated most of the time. Like, even if I wasn't motivated to start, once I got going, I was going. And so I think maybe out of the full 30 days, there was maybe one day that I did 1 mile, and that was probably pretty early in the series. And it was, just me, coming out of the rut. That was part of the rut, because I was in a rut. I didn't want to run every day. I didn't make it a priority every day. And that's what this run streak was supposed to do. Make me make it a priority. So there was probably one day where I did 1 mile, but every other day that I did it, I did 2 or more miles. I usually did 20 minutes or more, because that's just, I was like, I didn't get dressed to come down here and run 1 mile. And then I just told you about my rule to run 1 mile. I think that those stipulations are very important at the beginning, because this is something that you're doing that you don't normally do. So if you don't set any rules, it's really hard for you to actually follow, because you'll be like, oh, I'm going to go down and, run a lap, run a 1/4 mile and I'll be done. But that is running every day, but is that really the effort that you want to put into your run streak? If that's the level that you want to do, don't let me make you feel like that's not enough. But you need to set that stipulation at the beginning so you don't feel like you're cheating yourself. So if your minimum is going to be a 1/4 mile, then make that minimum. And if you reach it, then yay, check the box. But I made that stipulation so that I can keep myself motivated, and I can also keep myself accountable and in check. So that is very important, I think, to make sure that you set rules and boundaries. At least that one. Make yourself a minimum, The next thing I learned during this 30 days is that I actually really enjoy Peloton guided runs. Well, just guided runs, period. I did a few, and they really motivate me to push myself further on the treadmill. So everybody knows I am a treadmill lover. So, and I told you about all the late nights that I had to do running while I was trying to get adjusted and figure out what I was going to do to fit running into my schedule. So, I mostly ran treadmill because it was dark. by the time I got around to running. And those Peloton runs really helped me to mix it up, gave me some motivation. You know, we talked about getting motivated. Some days I went down there and I really, really didn't want to do it. And then I put on a Lil Wayne run and I get pumped up. I get really ready. The instructors are super motivating. And it just makes you feel like somebody else is in it with you. So if you can get if you're a part of Peloton app, great. It's probably about $15 a month to get you a single membership. Or you can do some free treadmill workouts with my girl Tread Chic, and she is very motivating as well. She'll get you going. She'll give you some HIIT runs, just things to mix it up so you're not doing the same old tempo runs on the treadmill. And what I found out was me doing those things and pushing myself further was getting me faster and getting me to be a better runner. So I actually get to that down the list, but definitely guided workouts if you're going to be doing some treadmill running. Just it don't have to be guided runs. It could be just something to mix it up. Mixing it up is great. And speaking of mixing it up, the next thing I learned is that you definitely need to mix it up. If you're a treadmill runner or if you run at the gym, sometimes you're going to need to get outside. And since this was winter, it was really hard for me because I told y'all I had a set standard. 45 degrees was my minimum. If it was colder than 45 degrees, I wasn't going out. And there were a lot of days where it was too cold for me to go out. And so I had to learn to adjust. I started going out with it being colder. I learned how to dress in cold weather. I learned how to be comfortable in 30-something degrees. And now I'm able to get out and enjoy the winter air more than I have in the entire 12 years that I've been running. So the run streak really pushed me out there to experiment with that because I was like, I can't look at that treadmill another day. I need some fresh air. I need some outdoor. I need some pavement. And so you do need to mix it up with those outdoor runs. So I learned how to adjust to the cold so that I can get some outdoor runs in winter, which is something, like I said, I have been limiting myself on for my entire running career. So that was really awesome. So another thing I learned during this 30 days is that social media is amazing support for something like this. I'm posting on my page and I got all of you guys out there giving me thumbs up, giving me words of encouragement, telling me I'm killing it. And that is some days was what made me say, you know what? I'm not giving up on this. There are a lot of people watching me do this, and that made me super inspired and motivated to get out there and do it. So getting a friend to do it with you is very motivating. And if you don't have a friend to do it with you directly, just posting it on social media so that people are seeing it. It helps you to hold yourself accountable, and it's very motivating because you get to brag on yourself every day. You get to be like, run streak day 14 of 30. Or day 15, 30. I'm halfway there, y'all. You know, it's just really, really good. So use that platform, use social media to help yourself be motivated by people cheering you on and by you inspiring other people based on what you're doing for yourself. Like I said, I learned that running every day got me faster and stronger. And it encouraged me to want to do other things to make myself faster and stronger. Like I told you, those Peloton guided runs, I was pushing myself. I have never run 9.0 on my treadmill. I am now pushing over 9.0 on a regular basis because I'm telling you, you'll be running on those guided runs and they'll be like, hit it another one. You can do it. Hit it. Take it up again. Take it up again. So another thing I hate doing is running hills. And so on my treadmill stayed at 0 most of the time. Peloton don't play that. The guided runs don't play that. You know, even Tread Chic, she don't play that. Okay. No flat runs. You gotta, well, I'm not gonna say no flat runs, but they really encourage you to get that resistance on the treadmill because you can get comfortable doing flat treadmill runs. So you got the belt propelling you and you got a flat road, which outdoors, it ain't like that, especially in my neighborhood. My neighborhood is crazy hilly. So if I don't get training to do hills, then when I get in my half marathons or I get in my races and there are hills, I'm going to be slow and I'm going to be exhausted and I'm not going to be trained to do them. So I think my training has stepped up so much from me doing this streak, and I continue to do it now. On Wednesdays, I make sure I get strength training in. I'm making sure that I get cross training in by doing my spin bike. I am just trying to do whatever I can to stay healthy because I want to be able to continue my streak. Another thing I learned, there is a lot of laundry when you're running every day. Oh my goodness. I think my laundry doubled because I'm wearing clothes every day and I'm wearing workout clothes every single day. So yeah, my laundry literally doubled. So you got that to look forward to. Just expect that. Make sure you have enough workout clothes that you can get through a whole week because you don't want to have to wash in the middle of the week. And then the last thing I want to end with is the same thing I started with. Even though you're doing a running streak, you still have to be smart. You still have to listen to your body. So if you get on that treadmill and it's not a 4-mile day, even though you plan to do 4 miles, your body is saying, today we're going to do 1.5 miles, or we're going to do 2 miles, or we're just going to do our minimum mile. Listen to it, because every day is not going to be that day, okay? And if you try to push your body further than it wants to do, that's what leads to injury. So just be sure to continue to listen to your body, even though you're running every day. It's okay. You can do that, but just make sure that you don't disregard what your body is trying to tell you at any given time during your streak. So that's all I have for you today. I appreciate you guys listening to all the wonderful things that I am still learning. Even though I get on here and I try to educate, I am still learning myself. And I love that we can do that together and that we can share with each other what we know. So if you have done a run streak and you learned some things from your streak, or even if you're in a run streak right now, please comment below and let me know some of the things you learned that I might not have mentioned in this video. Because there are people who are probably going to watch this video that are looking at run streaks, and the more information that's available to them, the better. So if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video, hit that like button. And also go ahead and hit that bell so that you will be notified when I upload new videos. I upload videos at least once a week, and sometimes I give little extras during the week. So you don't want to miss that. So go ahead and hit that bell so you'll be notified when I upload. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. That's where I have my runner blog, where I kind of post on a daily basis, letting you guys know what I'm doing in my running journey. And I also like to follow and motivate and just get inspired by your running journeys as well. So please go ahead and check me out there. And so that's all I have. So until next time, are you in?